There's a time when the world is at its quietest, when shadows stretch long and sleep is just out of reach. It's the hour of restless souls, of whispered stories, of thoughts too much for the daylight. Welcome to Hour of the Wolf, where we dive into the stories that keep you awake. When hearts beat and the wolves prowl. The family, the community, the truths about being in a wolf pack. Stay with us if you dare. They call it the Hour of the Wolf.
We are back. We're better than ever. We are refreshed. And how's everybody doing tonight?
Hello, hello, hello. Got a full house. Full house.
Full house.
One.
Man, what a weekend, Darren. What a weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went to go visit our good friend Bill down at Broadhead Manor last night. Yeah, that's some fun activity happened.
I saw the picture. You sent me the picture.
That was a little bit cravy. I didn't even notice that until we take like little breaks, which you kind of need doing that kind of stuff because A, it's 2:00 in the morning. B, it's just so much going on. It's like sensory overload, if that makes sense. Just kind of maybe go down there, take a break, get some pizza. And I go to remember the third floor, the far side. I get down. It's hunting season, So I get down to my little hunting stance and I start just fucking firing pictures away. Do my thing, go downstairs, and I kind of flip through my phone, and I looked at Bill because I heard away. I was just like, Bill, do you have a poster on a door? It was the first picture I took out of the whole series, and I was like, Bill, do you have a poster on that door on the third floor? And he looked at me and he goes, which one are you talking about? Which side? I said, this side. And he goes, no, I don't have a poster on the door. And I walked up to him and I showed him that picture. There was a face on there. Yep. And he goes, listen, I don't want to discredit what you caught. And he goes, send it to Nathaniel Ewell. And he'll take you there. He'll funk this for you. So I'm going to do that, send that over to him and see what he thinks.
You sent me the picture. I think you sent me it late last night. And the first thing I woke up this morning and I saw the message and I was still laying in bed when I opened it. So it was still dark in there. I immediately saw exactly what you're talking about.
It's wild. Yeah, I just came right up. It wasn't as crazy. It wasn't as crazy as rock down there. But
Louis took a tour last night. He did an investigation of the venue, Broadhead Manor, where we are going to be having our beard comp come next June 6th. So that's kind of what we're chit-chatting about here a little bit. He went and did a private investigation of it last night, and it was an active evening. So
yeah, it was fun, man. I love it. I definitely love being in that building. I can't wait to get back. Again, it's already I left. I'm like, I can't wait to go back. Yeah, Phantasm Paranormal did a phenomenal job last night with us. All those weirdos, and I took my friend Terry down. He had a blast. So,
yeah, we did we had the Toys for Todd event yesterday down in Appleton at the Silver Tuna, which was fantastic. I think grand total, Kelly, I think he posted this morning, they raised over $10,000.
Oh, jeez, awesome.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal afternoon. I think we had about 8 or 9 chapter guys showed up to help out, pitch in. But it was a steady stream of people moving through there all day. Mertzy's going to help out with the raffle portion of the Broadhead event too. So if we can make that a near as successful as yesterday's event where it was, we're going to kick some ass come next June.
Yeah, one of the girls at the Manor from Phantasm. I was like, oh, is Mercy setting up a booth there? So I guess she's got work done from him before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hope he sets a booth up there. She's like, oh, it'd be cool if he did like live tattoos there. And I was like,
Yeah, I don't
think we can do that.
That's not going to happen. I know the licensing and everything for that is too much of a pain in the butt, but I believe he does want to set some stuff up and be a part of it. So
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be the Broadhead Beer Bash is gonna be a one of a kind event. Hope everybody gets a chance to come and attend. And yeah, it's hunting season in Wisconsin. Summer's flying by. Bow opener this weekend.
Yeah, bow opening started this weekend.
Bear hunters have been bear hunters have been knocking bears down left and right. If you guys follow bear hunting at all, and ironically, what about those bear hunters in Detroit today?
Oh my goodness,
Lord! Golly!
Our preseason NFL champions lost again. That's a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad. Poor
That's a
Ben
shame.
Johnson.
Oh well. There is absolutely no love lost, and there's got to be is any Bears fans in the chat right now, because we got to have somebody to pick on. This is this is fun.
I'm just
Packers look good on Thursday night. Packers still look solid.
Yeah, I was not impressed at all with the Chicago this week and Chicago last week.
Nope.
Just
not at all. That's okay. NFC North goes to Green Bay.
Yeah, as of right now it does. And I do think Chicago got a second win. Or not Chicago. I think Detroit got a second win today. So hopefully it's a fun race down the road. I know we do have one Lions fan here, and that's Don.
Yeah, we got to see the Bills Mafia is representing too. We got some of the Browns, and then there's Beans. Bringing up the caboose with the Browns.
Yeah, Browns. What a rough goal that's got to be, huh? Golly. Them and the Bengals, man. It's just like, you guys.
Yeah, Burrow. They just said Burrow's going to miss 3 to 4 weeks.
That's tough, man.
That is tough. But
yeah, the kicks over here fucking popping off tonight. Our good friend Firefighter MDO's over there. Yeah, we got new people on Facebook popping in, getting a part of this.
It's because we got ourselves a really fun guest tonight. We got ourselves a really good guest tonight. We got ourselves Dan from over at Bearded Death Skull Pile Apparel.
The legend.
The legend, yeah. I had the chance to meet Dan down in Kentucky in July there for the bluegrass beard. No, what the hell was it called? I can't remember the name of the damn event. The beard comp that we had down in Kentucky. I'm gonna get you right now. I think I still got it up on my thing. That's okay. I had a chance to meet Dan down there, and he is now the official sponsor of this very podcast right here, Bearded Death. See it right up there in the top corner. Up in the corner, right up there. And just announced, he is also now a silver level sponsor of our upcoming beard competition at Broadhead Manor. So, yes, sir. Let's bring him in. Bring him in. And the man, one and only.
What's up, guys?
Good evening, sir.
What's up, chat, family, friends, associates, crazy people? Yeah, I see you. This is awesome. I like when people come out like this. It's good.
Well, I'm going to try something really quick. All right, W's in the chat, everybody. W's for Dan. Firm handshakes. See if they do it. I'm watching a lot of video game streamers lately. That's what they do. W's in the chats.
There you go.
Yeah, W's just flying off right now.
Where's Mr. Chopper?
Yeah, where's Mr. Choppa? I saw him in here earlier.
Come on, Mr. Brew City Choppa.
Brew City Choppa.
That Choppa. Captain Chop.
So yeah, the contest that we met each other at was the Beard America contest in Kentucky.
Beard America, there, thanks. I couldn't remember that damn name.
I can't forget it because I have a piece of it with me always now because I adopted a puppy while I was down there.
You did. How's he doing?
He's doing good. I said I wasn't going to get, as soon as they told me what it was for, and I was like, I'm not getting another dog. I got 4 dogs here already. I got a husky, a Scotty dog, a poodle schnauzer mix and a German Shepherd. I'm like, yo, that's it, right? And then I go down there, and I had a great time meeting everybody. And I was a vendor there, and they had the cute dogs right next to my fucking stand, right?
Right next to your stand.
And there was this one dog. He just kept looking at me, and I picked him up, and he kissed my face, and I was like, "Fuck, you're going home with me."
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes.
That's all it took, man. And he sat in the car with me for 12 hours on the way home, and he was a good boy. And now he's all, he's adjusted here. All the other dogs like him, and
ironically, that's how
really
Casey
good.
took me home too. I gave her a kiss after the first date. That's the way it was,
If it was any of you guys and you kissed me, I probably wouldn't take you home with me.
Well, that's offensive, actually, because
I'm sorry.
I think highly of you.
It's funny, Dan, because I apologize. I can't remember your wife's name, but I was standing next to somebody, and she climbed into the kennel with your puppy. And whoever was standing right next to looked at me and goes, "They're done. He's going home."
Yeah. Her name is Brooke, but everybody calls her Mrs. Death for some reason.
Kick is pro Louie. YouTube, you guys got to step it up over here.
You guys are blowing it up over here.
We're growing a little bit. We're live on Kick now too, so Kick has been good for us so far. It's growing slowly.
So,
awesome.
Dan, tell us a little bit about, for the people who don't know Bearded Death, which there can't be very many of them left in this world anymore, because you are all
I'm
over
sure
the
there's a few people out there that never heard of Bearded Death.
There might be a couple.
We're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of Bearded Death. December 6th will be 2 years. So I grew a beard maybe 7-8 years ago, and I kept it. But I never really maintained it. I never really used beard care products, I didn't really know that was a thing, and eventually I did learn a little bit about beard care products, and I was using, generic shit from Walmart, that's not really too healthy for your skin or your beard. I was somewhat into fitness and being an influencer at a certain point, 4 years ago, on Instagram, and a young girl approached me who's local here, who had a beard oil company. Very small batch, very, very, very small batch. I don't even remember the name of it now, but it did have a wolf on the label, so that's cool. But the stuff that she made was just really strong, and it was very over, it was probably not good for your skin for how much fragrance was in it at the time. Okay. So I started researching and learning how to maybe dilute it a bit so I could keep using it, and I learned things about jojoba oil and other carrier oil blends, and kind of water it down a little bit so I could use it. And I was like, you know what? I could probably make my own beard oil. This is pretty cool. And then, maybe like a year or so later, year and a half, I started Bearded Death. And I didn't think it was going to get to this point of where it's at. I just started it with 1 beard oil to see how it would go, and then 2 and 3, and it kind of took off from there. And then, here we are 2 years later.
Yeah. You gotta, I think what grabbed me first, and this is before I even knew who you were, you've got a unique vibe about the whole, maybe it's the fist punch right away with the name Bearded Death in your face, but then back it up. You got a unique vibe with the product that I think resonates with a lot of guys in the community, and I think you're all over the place right now. I see guys wearing the clothes. I see guys setting up the promo codes. So
we have a strong affiliate marketing program that I used to own a supplement company years ago, that I kind of took the affiliate thing from that and added it to that whole program of how I have that set up. So basically what that is if you're an affiliate / ambassador, we don't have just ambassadors here. We treat everybody the same. Everybody who, I don't care if you have 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers, we treat everybody the same here. So the way I have it set up, though, is you get a 15% off promo code. You share that with your general public, your friends. And if you're an affiliate with me and you're, currently promoting the brand, the sales, the new products, when your stories are on social media, you get a 25% off personal discount code for when you order. And for the guys that are hardcore, that are always promoting us, I always throw in an extra beard oil or something, or shirt, in the box with it, and it's just it became like I don't want to say a cult, but a really cool brotherhood that we have now. And not just working with the guys that are, our ambassadors with me, but the collaborations that I was able to do with all the different beard clubs, not just Renegade, but, Bearded Villains, International Beard Alliance, and the different chapters,
Yep.
And just working with everybody like that and just making it something cool. And that's not just like a bearded death thing. That's just a whole beard community thing and just coming together and doing something cool.
So you mentioned that. You mentioned the collaborations that you do. How does that become? I mean, usually when you think of a collaboration, you think of something that's going to take research time because you got to get labels printed. You got to research the flavors and stuff, the scent profiles and stuff like that. How are you able to cut back on some of that so you don't have to, so you're not spending this much time ordering new labels that you're never going to use. So you're not going to spend this much time researching a scent profile that's not going to work.
Well, believe it or not, there's a whole list of different scent profiles that I eventually want to release. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I have ideas already in the back of my head. But I'm lucky enough that I invested into a label printer / cutter that I can do. If I had an idea to do a beard oil tonight, I could print the labels in a couple hours and put it out, if I was able to produce the product. But the way I do the collaboration oils with the different clubs and the different chapters and the different people is, they come up with a scent profile. A week or two I work on it. I send them off a couple samples so they can check it out. And they tell me if I need to tweak it or not, if I hit the nail on the head, if it's perfect, and usually I hit the nail on the head. There's a couple times they sent it back and said, hey, can you change this or add a little more of this or take away this, and things like that. And then after that, we come up with the name and the label artwork. Usually I come up with the label artwork and then put into production and put it out, and we see how it sells. And usually I do these collaborations in small batches, like 48 or so. Mm-hmm. But if it actually starts taking off and we start selling more, like for instance, the collaboration we did with the California Renegade Beer Club chapter, which is the West Coast Elixir. That one, it started off kind of and then it took off. People started buying it. So what happens when that product, that beard oil, starts taking off, I kind of think about doing other products with like a butter or a balm. So more than likely, this West Coast Elixir now will become a butter or a balm or both, or maybe even a wash or something like that. So that's my whole process when I do the collaborations. And it's more than just that. If anybody approaches me, I'm not going to just say, yeah, let's do a collaboration. But, if it's something cool and we both agree on it, and, it just works out and, like-minded people. And sometimes it's for charity or something good and positive, helps out a lot too, deciding factor if we're going to do it or not.
Yes, sir.
We got a question for the chat for you. Where are you based out of, Dan? From Donald Long out of YouTube.
I'm from Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania, right outside of Allentown. So about an hour north of Philadelphia, hour west of New York City.
Okay. All right.
The chat's pro-Louis tonight. Usually these guys shit on me on YouTube. They always come after me. Because remember last time we had a special. Yeah, they come after me. Especially last time we had a show, everybody came after me because I had a special guest in the basement named Mr. Cricket.
Oh yeah, the Cricket.
Yeah, and everybody was just.
I was gonna say, I mentioned that the other day on Facebook. I said no fucking crickets tonight.
Yeah,
holy
did.
shit!
Oh, I fucking got me going. Yeah, no Cricket. I took care of him. Not the most.
I was on the last time. I was like, all I heard was this fucking Cricket. I'm like, man, I hope he doesn't become a special guest when I'm on there.
I even made him his own poster for a show.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that in the chat? Man, that was funny. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Louis, I kind of feel like this is getting off of this collaboration topic. This might be something we might have to do some Hour of the Wolf type of
Ooh, I think we do.
collaboration down the road.
I think
Dude, that would be
if we
so
do
cool.
it,
I'd love to do something like that.
if we do it, we do it once in a lifetime. You know, once unveiling live only at the event. At the
Oh, you
Broadhead.
save it for next June, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
now you're talking.
save it for next
Well,
June.
hey, that works out perfect. I mean, I'm gonna talk, and I hope no one gives a shit because I work, and as far as you guys know, I work with everybody. I work with all different beer clubs.
Mhm.
So I hope I don't ruffle any feathers here when I start talking about this. But in a week from today, I'll be in New York at the Buffalo Bearded Villains East Coast meet.
Okay.
We're dropping a collaboration this week that coincides with that event. So, and there's also another event that is a Bearded Villains event in Northern Indiana in October. And I'm also doing a collaboration beard oil that'll go with that event as well. So for something like this will be perfect for next June. If you guys want to come up with something,
Perfect.
let me know. That would be so cool because I'll be there in person. I'll be there set up. We could do the collaboration oil, limited edition. Get it while you can at the event. You got to show up there to get it, and that's it.
There we go. Now we're talking. See, now we are cooking with gas. There we go.
Something cool like that.
Here's a little
Cool,
here's a side thing for you guys too. Last night I had Broadhead Investigation. Mike Welter, who was with Phantasm Paranormal in Oshkosh. We messaged each other today on Snapchat. He couldn't believe this is my second ever paranormal investigation. He said I was a pro.
You're an old pro.
He said I'm a pro, and I'm very attractive. He said too. I told him to keep it in line. Taken now.
You are a handsome gentleman. You are a handsome Wisconsin-bred gentleman. I can.
Donald Long wants another question for audio here.
All right,
Dan. Donald Long, talk about Skull Pile and the clothing line.
So, Skull Pile was kind of like a side quest, side project. It wasn't meant to be profitable, really. It was just kind of like something fun to do on the side, but it's starting to gain momentum now also. Skull Pile was basically supposed to be like music influenced, art influenced, tattoo art influenced type clothing. I grew up back here in the Northeast. There's a strong hardcore and punk scene, a little bit of metal, strong hip hop art scene. So everything with Skull Pile is kind of on the lines with that. I do collaborations with different bands and different artists, even graffiti artists. That's basically what Skull Pile is. We have men and female apparel. Leggings, hoodies, crop top hoodies, you name it, all kinds of apparel, hats. And, but yeah, it's slowly moving along. That is just over a year old.
Okay, so it's newer than the beard products.
It's definitely newer than the beard products, but it's slowly taken off. And a lot of the guys who are an ambassador or affiliate with me also push that brand too. There's a lot of guys that are in the beard community that love hardcore and punk music and love tattoos and things like that. So it goes good hand in hand,
That sounds like us to a T almost, right, Darren?
It really does.
You love tattoo. You're the tattoo guy. I'm not. I don't have any tats. I have tits, man tits, but maybe I'll get some.
Not yet.
But I don't have any tattoos yet. But I am a big fan of the metal music. I'm a big fan.
You love metal music and hardcore music and things like that. You'll love Skull Pile.
Yeah. Now, a question here from Dustin Lightfoot, whoever that guy is, right?
Who the fuck is that?
Don't you tattoo as well?
I did. I stopped though. I haven't tattooed for probably over a year now, but I did.
Oh, yeah?
I tattooed for almost 5 years. Yeah.
Oh, really? Why'd you stop that? Too much time, or?
I don't have time between printing everything and I have other side ventures that I do that are more profitable. I do love when I have some free time though to draw tattoo flash for even friends, tattoo ideas that they want to get and things like that. Just to have a couple minutes alone time to do stuff I want to do is as a project in its own right now. You guys know I do all the Renegade Beer Club apparel, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I do that, and besides Bearded Death and Skull Pile, and I print a lot of apparel for small businesses. I also print apparel for other beer companies, and I do their labels as well and things like that. So I'm constantly, I wake up, I go to the gym, I come home, I'm working till 9 o'clock at night or so.
So this
doing something.
This is all full time for you, basically.
This is all full time. This is my life now. Yeah,
this is your life now.
So Bearded Death and my printing business, and working for these other smaller brands and getting extra income that way. And I have an Amazon shop and an eBay shop as well, where I do custom apparel. People order on there, just random stuff like Timmy's birthday party T-shirt or something, whatever, So I'm constantly, I'm hustling. If you guys know my side name is the Almighty King Hustle. So that's where I got the name from.
It's refreshing to hear somebody in your line of work and somebody in your business that does transcend the different clubs and the different companies. If you're making labels for a competitor, you're a member of the Renegade Beard Club, but you're also doing collaborations with the Village. You're doing collaborations with the IBA.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people branch themselves out to help other smaller companies or other clubs or other chapters or anything like that. It's a great attitude and a fantastic business plan for you moving forward to see.
I always try to not take sides, or I always try to be the middleman, and then the common ground for different people and different clubs and different companies. And there's a lot of new companies, beard care companies that are starting out, that they'll come to me with advice, and they tell me they hit up this company and they were gatekeeping, they wouldn't help them out. And I'm like, there's enough meat on the bone for everybody. Why would you do that to somebody who's starting out, and is trying to do something cool, So I'm always down with helping people out, and why not? It's better that, by me helping these other companies out and working with all these different clubs has put more eyes on me personally, my business alone, just by helping them out, and I'm just trying to do something positive.
And you already do that. Like, you're really starting, like, even with your affiliate program too. Like, obviously with us as a podcast, your outreach is also now going to video game streaming too. With my friend Randy, the _fuzz on Kick, and that is. And have you been on this Kick stream and seen that rotating Bearded Death logo?
Bearded Death logo, super cool.
So cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, and he gets, he has a really good following. I think he has 800 some odd followers too. So. Your name is getting out there, and it's kind of fun because just to kind of watch the brand grow. It's everybody in the club knows who you are, and it's just it's so prominent.
That means a lot to me, and I try to be seen everywhere I can, in a positive manner, and whether that be in the gaming world, and at beer competitions, at car shows, at even when I'm pushing Skull Pile apparel with different bands. If I see the guy in a band that has a kick-ass beard, I'm telling him about Bearded Death. I'm constantly cross-promoting and trying to hustle that way. Or I go and I help out a lot of pro wrestling events with indies in New Jersey and Connecticut. I go up and set up at those events too. So I got pro wrestlers with beards supporting me. I try to get in with everybody anywhere I can.
We may be having some wrestlers at the beard competition too, possibly. We have an inside with that. We have an inside with that, but nothing's official yet.
Very cool.
And you're a big guy. You want to get in the ring? We can.
There you go.
Hey, I've been asked already at a couple of the shows. I actually might make a pro wrestling debut soon, but not long term, but just for a show.
You got a sick name already, dude. Bearded Death Dan. You go up there.
And my finishing move would be the Bearded Death Bomb. Or the Bearded Death Drop.
You got to work on that Macho Man imitation too. Ooh, yeah.
That's horrible. Dan is secretly a wrestler. No, I'm not. I'm not a pro wrestler. I actually was going to go to pro wrestling school in my 20s, but I have a vascular disease on my legs that they were like, get the fuck out of here. Larry Sharp's Monster Factory in New Jersey. But
Nice.
Okay.
that life never happened. I'm a lifelong pro wrestling fan. I don't watch it as much as I don't watch AEW or WWE religiously like I did 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
It's so different.
But I still talk.
It's
I
just
talk
not
to a lot of
the
pro
same.
wrestlers still in the indies and stuff that go on AEW and get on NXT and things like that. But I don't watch those shows anymore, really.
I don't watch the shows on Monday, and I still catch the pay-per-views and stuff. Just it's fun to see a lot of those guys get over. Like I was really excited for Cody Rhodes to get over, because obviously I was growing up in the
Didn't,
90s.
The Goldust era.
Dusty.
Didn't I just see one of
Goldust.
the? Did I not just read today that one of the Hearts passed away today or yesterday? Another one of the Hearts. Pretty sure I just read that this morning.
I don't know. I did see something about Owen Hart or Bret Hart's older brother. It might have been something like that.
I'm pretty sure Brett's still alive. That would have been hit the waves hard. Bobby Hart passed away.
And was he? I don't follow wrestling.
I think that was older brother. I'm not sure.
Older brother.
Okay, I did just see that something come through. That's all. That's the only reason I bring it up.
You know what, Dustin? You know what, guys? Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
I've been I've been getting into a lot of podcasts again lately, just kind of getting ideas and stuff. And I think one of these days we should have like an imitation battle. Who can do the best impression? Because I'm gonna knock a Macho Man out one of these days. There's nothing you can do about it. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna talk like Macho Man too for the rest of my life.
If we're gonna have imitations, we need to have Travis come on here. And Travis is gonna do his. He's got a imitation he does of somebody in our chapter that I'm not gonna mention on the air right now. But it is spot on.
That's
what do we got there?
Big old chain.
Oh, there. Is that the one Dustin gave to you? Beans gave to you at?
That was so cool. Yeah, I just seen him mention it in the chat, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna dip for a second. It was so cool. When I came to his house, he gave me this. You guys see it?
We saw the size of the chain, and Beans said,
"Yeah, it barely fits
else's neck except for yours."
It's still kind of tight. It's like a choker, but this is so cool. The honor. I still rock it.
Beans, one of your friends made that, wasn't it? Somebody you work with or somebody made that, laser printed that thing for you?
It's big.
It's huge. It's like it's like 10 inches in diameter.
Yeah, well, how thick is
you know how guys mess up when they're measuring things though, and say overcompensate. So it could be bigger, it could be smaller. But 10 inches, I think. Yeah, I think I put it on. It's up on my mantle. That's why I had to run up there and get it real quick. It's up there. I keep it on display. I love it.
That's Beans for you. He's a giver. He would give you the shirt off his back, and he'd give you the skin right after that if you needed it for any reason. So.
You know what? I seen all his skin at his barbecue too.
Yeah, we all did.
We all did. I love him though. He's a good dude. He's my brother. And his wife is awesome as well. I love Jen.
Yep.
They're both great people, and it was an honor to meet them. And I can't wait to go back down there into Kentucky if they do the Beard America again. I'd love to go back there and get to see everybody again.
Absolutely. I know a lot of those guys. I know Beans has already taken the time off work. He's coming up to Wisconsin for the Broadhead event too. So
I'll see him there.
Hopefully we'll get a bunch of people come up for that, and then Beard America will follow. Just 2 months after that, we'll be all be down in Kentucky again for that event. So
I've known Beans just online for 4 years now, and I've never met Beans face to face. So it'd be cool to meet him at Broadhead.
No, you've got to come to one of the out of town events. But you're right, he'll be coming up and meeting you. So
I get mouthy out of state though, so I just think
that's true. You get mouthy in state.
I do get mouthy in state. It's hard. I can't help it that Wisconsin's so great. You know what I'm saying?
It is a beautiful state. So you're coming up here in June, Dan. You ever been to Wisconsin before?
Once, yeah. But that was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
But this is going to be cool. I've been going around to all these different events. I just came back from the Buckeye Beer Battle last week. Was it? I don't know. But, and then I go to Buffalo this week coming up. And I like traveling around and going to these beer competitions and seeing people and meeting new face, meeting the people that I talk to online, their supporters and there, there's been times where there's people who are not necessarily supporters, but after we meet, they become supporters, which is super cool too, so I really like that. I can't wait to come out there though in June and I'll see you again, D, and everybody else again. I'm sure I'll see Mr. Bruce City Choppa there as well. I like how he changed his name because he got the chops now.
He's such a hard ass, dude.
But
Scott's a dog. Scott is 100% dog.
He was, and so it's funny, Danny. He was talking. He was contemplating doing the chops for Beard America. We were talking about it at the B&B, and then we were talking about it on the drive home because myself, Scott, and Travis were driving home together, and we were Travis and I were kind of, oh, you'd look so good with it. You'd look so good with it.
He looks fucking awesome with it. I love it.
He does.
I seen him at the Buckeye Beer Battle. I didn't even recognize him. He got a different hat on. He got the chops going. I was like,
he has a whole different swag to him now. You know what I'm saying? He
looks good. I like it though. It's him. It is him. It fits.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, if you guys, anybody in here, if you get a chance, Thursday nights, the Bearded Respect, hosted by Mr. Bruce City, along with a couple of other guys. Fantastic. If you guys have never been on to that, Thursday nights at, I think it's 8 o'clock Central. Check out the Bearded Respect. That's a fantastic podcast. They've been doing it for a lot of years and they do it really well. So
yeah, they kick ass.
It's a great show. I was on there once, but that was a very long time ago.
Yeah, well, Scott, see, you gotta get Dan back.
When I was on there, and I made a joke yesterday with Brewer. I made a joke to him last night. I was talking to him briefly. When I was on there, I was only maybe 3 or 4 months into starting this. I wasn't, where I'm now. And when I went on there, Brewer went to the UK, on a family trip with his wife. So I made a joke with him last night. I'm like, I came on your show. You fled the country. You gotta have me on. You gotta have me on again. This time all three of you be there. I met Jason too at the Buckeye Beer Battle. So I met two of the three Bearded Respect guys. So it was pretty cool.
I have not met Jason or Brewer yet at all, but hopefully maybe those guys can make it out to Wisconsin this year. But if not, I know I'll see them around. I haven't had a chance to get out to a lot of. Beard America was my first in-person competition, except for some small local Wisconsin one I did a couple of years ago. But that was my first one, but I enjoyed it and hope to get to a lot more. So
that was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
And I got to meet Taxi Phil there too, who was the MC for the event. The night before at the meet and greet, I got to meet him and his wife, and then I ended up playing shuffleboard with him for 3 hours.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. You wouldn't expect to see us together playing shuffleboard, but we hit it off pretty good. It was awesome.
That was the one thing that I took away from that entire event. I was telling this, I got my haircut last week, and I was telling because I got my haircut the night before Kentucky, and he was asking how the event went, and I said the one thing I really took away from it is, besides meeting all the guys that are in our club, it's meeting the other guys from the Beard Mob was there, and a couple of other chapter clubs and stuff like that, and getting to talk to those guys and them just, first of all, breaking bread with them and just laughing, but then they're giving you advice about what to do for a beard competition. They're not afraid. They want everybody to succeed. It's not like they're here to just beat you every time. They want you to succeed. Yeah. I was getting advice about things I could do better, in a nice critical type way to say, hey, try doing this. Don't cut this. Cut this. Try using this product. I took that away from so many guys. We had Scott Turner on here from Beard Mob a couple of weeks after that event. And that's why I want to get to more of these events, because there's so many good people in this community. It's not just in the Renegade Beard Club, and the villains, the mob, the IDA. There's a lot of guys out there that are just genuinely good people. And I think
Absolutely, definitely.
we're all doing the same thing. We're all out here hustling for the same reason.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it,
we're all in the same boat, whether we're in a different club or a different representing a different company, whatever it may be. We're all in the same boat. That's why I look at it. That's how I run my businesses too. I look at it like that too.
100%. So Dan, you got.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat here and looking at who's in here. I see Lewis. I see 20 Spray, Ray, Smokey. He's a homie. All these guys are homies. Very cool. Mr. Bruce City Chopper. Awesome.
So what else is on the horizon for you, Dan? Besides the collab with the villains here coming up for their comp, what else you got coming on the horizon? Anything? Any tidbits you wanna?
I'm already slowly making plans for next year. I'm not necessarily slowing down, but I'm trying to simplify things. So there may not be as many collaboration products next year, but the ones I do are going to be good ones, with, for a good cause, for charity and whatnot. And that's just to make things more simple for me here, because things are getting crazy, trying to keep up with everything and keep everything in stock and whatnot. And I'm really trying to focus on doing more apparel in the new year for Bearded Death, and try to create something more brand wise to get the name out there. I'm still going to make great beard care products, but I really want to push the apparel hardcore in the new year. And but yeah, the plan is to make sure that for every beard oil profile scent that I have, we have a matching butter, a balm, and a wash to go with it. I may not have 50 different oils. I may only have 20 different oils, but they'll all have a matching butter and balm and a wash. You know what I mean? So just my goal for the new year is to make things more simple and powerful. Does that make sense? Simple and powerful?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm a big butter guy. Butter's my favorite, man. I love beard butter.
Me too. And I if you haven't had a chance to try his butter yet, Louis, definitely try it. It's got the consistency that I love.
Good.
It's perfect. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to get some. I'll use my affiliate code to get some. Yeah, hell yeah.
We do have for those in the chat, we do have an affiliate code. The Hour of the Wolf 15 will get you 15% off.
Everything.
I love
everything.
Sponsoring the show too. I do. I really love. I'm happy that you guys hit me up and about becoming a sponsor for this show, and I guess it's another way for me to get the word out there, and it's cool to help you guys out and work together, and it's just another cool thing.
Yeah, that was kind of funny because I messaged Darren that night. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I messaged him, and I sent the message, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm sending an email.
Yeah.
And then 5 o'clock in the morning, usually you wait for a response to the party you messaged.
No, he didn't wait. He just full bore. But I
yeah, everybody's still up there.
Oh yeah, look at that. We got everybody's.
There's a lot of affiliates in here. Yeah.
I want to be the first guy to push that we change Notoriouses to Cabbage 15. Just saying.
There is. Everybody post your affiliate code if you're an affiliate for Bearded Death. Everybody sold their shirt or sold their soul, and all they got was a crummy T-shirt.
Yeah. No, but
these are all great. These are all great guys, and I appreciate all of them supporting what I do. And it's not just what I do; it's what we all do. We're all doing this together. It's super, super cool to do this as a team.
The thing is that it works. Is because like I said earlier, before I even knew who you were, I knew the Bearded Death name because you just saw it. You saw it on whether it would be a villain's post with one of the guys wearing one of your hats, or you'd see it on you'd see it on like some of the women who are friends with some of the the bearded guys and stuff like that. They would post and tag your stuff, and they'd be
Girls
ordering
wearing the
hats
shirts
stuff.
and hats too. Yeah.
Shirts and hats too. You saw, yeah, and you see the Bearded Death name everywhere. I've got the sticker on the back window of my car, and I know I've gotten at least one comment from somebody that looks at it and says, "That's kind of ominous. What the hell's that?" You know.
Good talking point there. You know,
Exactly.
Good conversation starter.
Yep.
You know.
So where'd you came up? Where'd the name come from?
There's a slogan that goes with it. But a long time ago, my wife was like, "Shave your beard. You look hideous." I know. She wouldn't say that now, but there's a slogan. May you grow your beard until your final breath, so that you may have a bearded death. So stay bearded. That's the whole slogan for it. It's not like bearded death. It's like, grow your beard until you fucking die. Like keep your beard. Don't shave. Don't be a pussy. And
Why is
there's a lot of new apparel we just dropped.
Why is that the first time I've heard that?
Yeah.
I love that slogan. I love that.
Yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah, it's about staying bearded till death. That's what it's about. So we just dropped a whole bunch of new apparel the other day, and some of the shirts and hoodies have real big on the back, "Stay bearded till death."
Okay. Looks like I need more clothing.
Wait, you sold your soul for a tee? Sold for nothing. These people in the chats. Ray's funny because he just bought a shirt from me the other day. It says on the back, it says, "Sell your soul, keep your beard."
Yeah.
It's a side joke kind of between me and him.
So what else, Dan? Besides Bearded Death, besides Skull Pile, besides working till 9:00 at night to get all of our stuff shipped out to us, what makes you tick? What makes you happy? What do you find out? What do you do? What do you do in your free time?
I homeschool my kids. They're like my number one priority. Both of my kids are on the autism spectrum. I pulled them out of public school 8 years ago and I started homeschooling them. They're my number one priority. But besides that, and that's why it helps me working from home to be able to do that with them. It just worked out good that way. But I love going to the gym. Since my diagnosis of my vascular disease 7 or so years ago, I started going to the gym, and now that's become a lifestyle. I grew up as a skateboarder. I started when I was 11. I skateboarded for almost 27 years. I manufactured skateboards. I helped other companies get started. I wrote articles in skateboard magazines to help cover my ad cost. I love skateboarding. I eat and breathed it, slept it. But when my legs went to shit, I found a new passion, and that was in the gym. And it keeps me going. But besides that, I love art. I love painting. I love drawing. I love drawing tattoo flash. I love all kinds of art, everything. And that's as long as I have time. I love music. I love going to hardcore shows, listening to music, and I'm a big arcade retro gamer. I love retro games. I love old school Nintendo. I collect NES cartridges, and I love going to the boardwalk and going to arcades and playing the old arcade machines, and that's if I have time.
Yeah.
A long walk from the beach.
So being from Pennsylvania, did you get to know Bam Margera then coming up?
I grew up. He used to skate a skate park called Cheapskates, which is just a couple, maybe 20 minutes north of Philadelphia. When Bam was a small guy, his dad, Phil, would take him to Cheapskates, and him and my dad would talk while we skated. But yeah, Harry Getz was, from this area. We'd go down in the summer, especially. We'd skate Love Park, FDR Skate Park. Brooklyn Banks, New York. We go over to Brooklyn Banks and skateboard a lot because it's only an hour away. But back in the day, in the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't that many skate parks, let alone indoor skate parks. So guys like Mike Vallely would come over from New Jersey and skate Cheapskates. Bam was just starting out. all the shut skateboard guys from New York City would come down. There's just so much history in this whole area of skateboarding back east here in New York and Philadelphia and DC area, especially in the 90s and late 80s.
Yeah, I graduated in 90 and I started skating in 84, 83, 84. I started skating in, and I stopped.
Yeah.
I moved out to California after I graduated, skated out there, and then I stopped a couple of years after I got back here. And it was just, I've tried skateboarding since. It's just not. I just don't have it anymore.
My oldest, he skateboards a little bit, so it kind of makes me happy to see him going out once in a while and trying. I never pushed it on him though or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
He knows my history with it and whatnot, but it's cool to see him bust out his board and go out once in a while and skate. I still got tattoos of skateboarding on me. I don't know if you guys can see this here. Let's see. Can you guys see the old Santa Cruz Slasher guy tattooed on me here? I got the old Pal Ripper.
Yes, you do. I had that.
So I still carry that with me forever.
That you had that?
That was all I used was Paul Peralta.
Oh, I thought you meant like you had the tattoo.
Yeah, that was big.
No, that was all I had. I was a one-trick pony. That's all I bought.
Yeah, I was never big into skateboarding. I remember growing up, it was Element boards, and who else made boards? Spitfire. I think they made trunks. Yeah, it was cool.
Spitfire wheels. Independent trucks.
Independent trucks. Yeah. Independent boards too were popular.
They had at the event yesterday at the raffle, all three of the artists from the tattoo shop decorated 3 paint skate decks for the raffle. They turned out freaking beautiful.
That's cool.
Oh, they turned out beautiful.
I love seeing that. Great wall hangings, great piece of art to hang up.
Yep. Were you at Worlds this year, Dan?
I didn't, and people are like, "What the hell? It's in your state, and you didn't go," the Michigan Bearded Villains, who were with me since the beginning, one of the first collaborations that I've ever did, had their 1 year anniversary a couple days prior to that.
Okay.
In Michigan, so I had the choice to either go do that or go to Worlds, and it wasn't like I didn't want to go to Worlds, but these guys supported me, since the beginning, 100%.
With the guys.
And they were there for me, so I chose to go out there and be with them during that time, and I'm, no regrets. I'm sure if I ever want to go to another Worlds event, wherever it may be, I can go. But it was about a loyalty thing for me to go out there and make sure, I show support for them. I can show support for me.
I get that. I only brought it up because I saw they used skate decks for their. I don't know if it was for their trophies or if they were sponsored trophies, but they had skate decks for those. Yeah, those were slick. That's right. Somebody brought one to Beard America. Andrew Orton brought one to Beard America.
His wife.
His wife won. His wife
she
won the Arena.
Yep, and at Worlds. Yep, so she had the skate deck. Yeah,
she had the skate deck there, which was.
Both of those, that couple too, super awesome people. I was happy to meet them too.
Absolutely. I hope we can. Have we reached out to him yet? I know we were talking about it. I can't remember if we reached out to him about our competition or not.
I think they'll leave that Captain Choppa.
Yep, Captain Choppa was going to take care of that.
The hard ass. He just comes in here and just flexes. I got a board too, man. I'm a hard ass.
Yes, he did.
Jeez.
Yes, he also won. He also won in Ohio, didn't he? With you.
Yeah, he did. He did get a sash there. I believe.
I think he got two. He said, if I'm not mistaken. The guy's just a machine. He's just a machine.
He's a dog.
Wherever he goes, he's a winner. Yep. He is a winner.
Yeah, this is just his world, and we live in it. But
yeah, just a dog.
Yeah, him and his Scott's awesome. It's the second time I ran into him at a beer competition, and I think his wife's named Becky. She's awesome too.
Yep.
It was nice to finally meet her at the Buckeye Beer Battle.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy just comes in and just flaunting away.
We got first and second, man.
It's like a rooster chicken. You guys ever seen a rooster chicken? They come strutting their feathers around. Scott.
Louis, how we doing on the hashtags for the
hashtags? I was gonna give a halfway point. We're at 18, so if any of you clowns want to win some beard oil and a t-shirt, hashtag bearded death in the chat right now.
No, I got to hold that belt though at the Buckeye. I got to hold the belt and do a flex with it. It was pretty cool. Nice belt.
I saw that. I think I saw the picture of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a cool idea too for ours. So
yes, we do. We do. We won't release that yet.
Not yet. No, we're
Top secret. Top secret.
Are you guys having a belt for yours?
We are not having a belt. No. No, we are not having a belt. We have our everything. It's working out. Everything for our event is kind of going to this paranormal theme because it just so happens. Obviously, it's at one of Wisconsin's most notoriously haunted locations, Broadhead Manor. The date is 6/6/26.
Wow.
We've agreed
pretty damn
on
close to being the number of the beast.
We've agreed on 13 categories. So we're going to have 13 beard categories. We're everything just kind of seems to be rolling with the same theme. So think of that when you start to think of trophies and stuff like that. We're going to kind of play off of some of that. So this is going to be this event's going to be a little bit different than we're hoping to have a one of a kind type thing. Something that we can build off of every year and something that's a little bit different. Find a little niche. Yeah, niche. We'll find a little niche
sauce
like that. You say wash your sister sauce?
Wash your sister.
What about we could do the number of the beast beard oil collaboration.
Ooh. I had an idea.
All right, somebody get Bruce. Let's get Iron Maiden to play. Fuck yeah.
That'd be sweet. You see Bruce Dickinson?
It cost more than a couple bucks, I'm sure.
Yeah, you see Bruce Dickinson did the national anthem for the Steelers today?
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I didn't see that, but I do want to see that now.
Yeah, he went out there and rocked it. AR-12 was out there, so he had to go pay his respects to the legend.
That's cool.
Louis, side note right here. I heard Mastodon's released a cover of Children of the Grave. Have you heard it yet? The one they played at the back to the beginning?
Yeah, they didn't do Children of the Grave. They played I'm been so out of loop with
No, but they did play Children of the Grave, I thought.
No, Lamb of God did.
Lamb of God, sorry, not Mastodon. Lamb of God did, and they released a single for it. I'm sorry. I had the band wrong.
Yeah, they had that out for a little bit. Actually, it was like 2 days after the Ozzy show.
The way they made it sound last night when I heard it was just released. So no,
it probably just hit radio. It's really good.
That's where I heard it. Yeah,
that drummer, the Lamb of God's drummer does not get enough credit because he fucking kills that song. He's so good. Just the best part of
that was my kid's first show. I took him to see Megadeth with Lamb of God opening.
Oh yeah. That's a good start.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
Yeah, the first time I seen Lamb of God, they opened for Pantera, and they were fantastic. I started listening to Ozzy's biography on Spotify, and yesterday on the way down to the raffle, I just got to the chapter where Randy Parrott dies in the plane crash. So I knew the basic story of it, but I did not know the entire details of the whole, all the way the rundown from the night before to, in Ozzy's words, the rundown from the night before till the next morning. You lost Dan.
We lost Dan. Okay. I did not know all the details of that. But if you get a chance, find Ozzy's biography. It was written in like 2012, I think.
I'll look that up. That's such a...
I did not know I knew the basics, but I did not know all the details. But he goes into, as from like 3 o'clock in the morning, him and Randy sitting up talking that night before, all the way through the next night. That whole chapter, it gave me chills.
Speaking of musicians, Jeff Loomis's birthday today too, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Jeff Loomis. You guys know who Jeff Loomis is? That is the mastermind behind Nevermore, and he was also probably the best guitarist that Arch Enemy's ever had, for sure. I mean, that's
probably the best guitar player to ever come out of the state of Wisconsin, right out of good old Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Let's say second best. Right behind you, pal. Right behind you, pal.
That's true.
You taught him everything he knows.
I really did.
If Christ, you forgot more about guitar playing than he knows about playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully everything's okay with Dan. We are hitting up at the top of the hour anyways, so
yeah.
I'm not sure. See, I got a message here. Was that from him? Let me make sure. No, that was not from him. So, okay.
Yeah, but I'll give some people a little more time here. We got 23 entries. We got 21 people watching. If you have not entered the giveaway, hashtag Bearded Death, you're going to win a T-shirt and an oil of your choice.
There he is.
I'm sorry about that.
From our good
No
friend
worries.
Dan here. So
I thought I offended you with my Ozzy story.
No, not at all. Because the first metal music that I got to listen to, my mom gave me her Black Sabbath Master of Reality record. That was my introduction to great music.
Yep. Mine was the same. Mine wasn't Black Sabbath. Mine was Ozzy solo, but that was that's what turned me. I was listening to Bay City Rollers before that.
I was listening to the Police. And then
Still not bad. Much better than the Bay City Rollers.
I was listening to the Police, and maybe Motley Crue, Girls, Girls, Girls was out at that time, I think. And then
that came out. I bet that was just absolutely wild, huh? You guys. Girls.
What, Motley Crue?
Yeah, I bet. No, I just had
the T-shirt. I wore it to elementary school, I believe. My dad got me that shirt. So, with the girl, the one with the motorcycles and the chicks on the cover.
Shit, I was already in high school.
I got asked to go home and change. I wore a Hooters shirt when I went to school, and they asked me to go home and change my shirt.
Really?
Yeah. Sport
you should have asked them
too.
Should have asked them to tip you, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, what do? You know what I mean? You just kind of take one step at a time and get sent home.
They couldn't just have you turn it inside out.
I'm not turning my. I live right across. I used to live right across the street to the school. So like the 45-step walk to change your shirt wasn't a big deal, but it is what it is. I was just more mad that they didn't want to sponsor. Let's say at least let me represent a local business. La Crosse, Wisconsin, Hooters. It's a great place.
Yeah,
those are great.
Is there still a Hooters in La Crosse?
No, it's gone. The last one shut down. It was in Janesville. There's no more Hooters in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, say we had ours for maybe 2-3 years here. I think is before it closed.
Oh, La Crosse had theirs for a while because for whatever reason, like the UFC fights were huge in La Crosse, so you could not get a seat for live UFC events. Everybody take them out. Just to be a full house. I'm sure that's how they.
I was at the Green Bay grand opening of Hooters, and sitting at the table directly behind us was big old bag of donuts himself, Frank Winters. And
Randall Johnson, asshole.
Frank Winters was sitting directly behind us, and a buddy, my guy I was with, bought a Hooters shirt and had asked Frank Winters if he'd sign it. And Frank was in the middle of eating wings and what was it, clams they had there? Is it clams that they had at Hooters?
They always have clams at Hooters.
Oysters, not oysters.
Well played, Dan. Well played.
And he had autographed his Hooters shirt and left wing sauce all over the front of it.
Nice.
Had it hanging behind his desk at work for years. In a frame with wing sauce and Frank Winters' autograph on it.
Actually pretty sweet. All right, well, we're gonna add this to the stage here, boys. And we're gonna pick our winner for the night. So that's let's draw it. A lot of names on there. 24. Old Spike. Yeah, I know Spike personally. I haven't reached out to you. That's
I Have him hit me up on the Instagram or the Facebook.
Yeah.
Get me his address, and
We,
you can let me know what beard oil, what size shirt he wears. Okay.
So Spike Olson is he has donated to our Christmas endeavors every year since we started it. So great guy, won it. Really good guy. So everybody, firm handshakes and W's in the chat for old Spike.
Congratulations.
And,
Congrats.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Well, that brings us to Dan. Thank you for a lot of things. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sponsoring this show and taking a chance on two wily little veterans from the state of Wisconsin here. Two up and comers taking a chance on us and seeing something in us that our parents never really saw.
No, my dad comes in here and shits on me all the time, dude. So.
Well, hey, when you guys hit it big, man, you guys are making all that dough. Don't forget the little guy here.
We will bring you right with us. You're right along for the ride. You're here from the start. So
send me a T-shirt or something.
Dan, like to cream the crop.
You'll probably make the damn T-shirts. So
you're right. Yeah, hey, you guys make it big. I'll print your shit.
Hell yeah.
But thanks for coming on, Dan. Thanks for joining us tonight. I mean, this was fun. I think we had the opportunity to have the Dan from The Bearded Death on the show, and people are that turns heads. People know who he is.
Yeah, Skull Pile Apparel, everybody, go check him out. Hell of a good guy.
Absolutely. I'll Wear the Wolf 15 gets you 15% discount at his site too. Don't forget that, guys.
And if you don't want to use ours, you can go through our chat and you can go find all the other affiliates here.
Yeah, go ahead and use somebody else's.
Use theirs too. You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter whose you use. Just buy some stuff from them because the shirts are top. The shirts are quality. The hats are quality. The beard products are second to none. So you got good stuff.
They're all right.
They're all right.
All right. Yeah, he makes really good stuff. I really actually like out of all the scents I got, your sandalwood has been the best scent I've used so far. That is so good. That sandalwood is so good. And I really like the vanilla too. I used the vanilla.
Second oil I ever put out.
Yeah, I used the vanilla last night too when I did the paranormal investigation. I threw the vanilla in before I went in to spruce up for Bill and his amazing nuts. So
cool. Very cool.
All right, Dan.
Guys, thanks for having me on. Been a pleasure. Dan.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
All right, that's Dan from Bearded Death, everybody.
Good show. Coming up in 2 weeks, September 28th, we have Aiden McCluskey.
Yeah.
If you guys have never heard of Aiden McCluskey, he is a stand-up comic. He's from Wisconsin. He's based out of the Minneapolis area now. But if you get a chance, look up the name Aiden McCluskey, watch some of his stand-up. Absolutely hilarious fucking.
Yeah, and not to shout out any other podcasts and stuff like that, but he did a hit on Dan Soder's podcast, and it was phenomenal. Listen to a constant pro like Dan talk to Aiden, how they just work together so well. He's a really good comedian. He's gonna be really up and coming. He's gonna be a really good talent here, I think, really soon. Guy's a monster. So
yeah, and he's very funny. If you guys watch some of his stuff, you will be laughing this entire episode. So he is also the host of what's his podcast called, The Goat Mentality.
Yeah, The Goat Mentality.
Goat Mentality. So good shit. Check him out. Check us out in 2 weeks, September 28th, same time, same place. We will be here with Aiden McCluskey. Aiden, right? Aiden. Yes.
Aiden, yes, sir.
Aiden McCluskey. So congrats again for winning the Bearded Death stuff. And I think that takes us to the top, right?
Takes us right back to the top. Yep. And and everybody who tuned in tonight, thank you very much. It's a hell of a show. We had a lot of views tonight, a lot of love. Just keep your eyes open too for more exciting news for the Broadhead Bearded Bash.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Bearded Brawl. Sorry, Broadhead Bearded Brawl.
Announcements coming every week for that event, so that's going to be huge. That's
the way they've been rolling. Yeah, the way they've been rolling too. We're probably some more.
There's been rumors that Hour of the Wolf may go live from said beard event too. Yeah,
it's true.
Could you imagine being on the show live? Wow,
wheeling and dealing with their own custom scent.
Holy shit! My
I'm trying to figure out what our custom sentence would be. It should be something like, it could be Pabst Light, baby. Let's go.
Pabst Light and cheese curds. Pabst Light and deep fried cheese curds.
That'd be fucking classic. Yeah, that one.
Dan, work on that. Pabst Light and cheese curds.
Yeah, Pabst Light and cheese curds.
All right, fellas. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice you had a glare on the top of your head. Now I saw your bearded death hat. It's the first time
I think I gotta shift everything one way a little bit because that light is like right above my head here.
Yeah.
Just to show how bright I am. You know what I mean? Just
that's it. All right. Good show, Louis.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you everybody for jumping in. Thank you everybody for keeping that chat hopping all night long. So we will see you all in 2 and 2, like
2 weeks.
Like Pat Sajak, 2 and 2. That's what he used to say on The Love Connection.
Yeah, and just like every other, we're gonna play the song to everybody, so you guys want to hang around, and rock out with everybody, throw some flames in that chat, throw some horns
Ken
up,
throwing up the flames.
Yeah, throw the horns up, throw the flames up. Firm handshakes for a great show.
The
handshakes
strongest podcast song, podcast song in the world.
The best. You know, we should be invited to stuff. That's how good it is. You know what I mean? We should be Grammys.
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
Carpet.
Is that a category? Best podcast song? If it's not, it should be, and we can
not yet. They should be. Yeah.
Should be.
You know, we can make our own category for that at the Beard Brawl.
Sure, we can do
Best podcast intro song, and there's one nomination, us,
and we win it.
And we win
because it's our event. We can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we can make up a little thing for it too. Sponsored by Bill's Nuts. You know what
I mean? All right. Take
Yeah.
care, everybody.
Thank you guys very much for tuning in. And most importantly, stay wild.